Ulrich, thank you so much for speaking to Bloomberg. We have results. Your first gut feeling about them?
The results are unacceptable, obviously, and that's why we created a new strategy, transformation program, which we, as you know, communicated end of October, to create a new Credit Suisse, much more focused, simpler, built around client needs, in the midterm very profitable, and we are executing at pace. And let me also say, we are confirming all our targets we gave by the end of October.
So when do you think results will be acceptable? When will they be at a level that you're comfortable with?
Look, we said this is a three-year transformation. We gave targets on return on tangible equity. As you know, we reconfirmed them. So it will take some time. 2023, certainly a very transformative year. And then we get better and better.
What's your outlook for asset flows?
So we have seen what has happened in October. Let me say that, you know, the outflows we have seen basically are more than 85% stemming from October and November. And if you click only in October, it's more than 60%. So what we did immediately after we could communicate end of October, we put in place at least what the colleagues tell me, an unprecedented client outreach program. So we talked in the meantime to more than 10,000 wealth management clients, individual as we talk, and more than 50,000 clients in Switzerland. And I think that has created very good momentum. So if I look into January, the group overall is net positive on deposits, wealth management globally as well, wealth management Asia Pac as well, wealth management Asia Pac being positive on net new assets, and Switzerland as well. So I think the situation has changed completely.
So is this a trend that you believe will definitely continue, and where are these inflows coming from?
They are coming from different geographies, different places in the firm. As I said, Asia very positive, Switzerland positive in terms of net new assets, other areas as well. So I think it's a really completely changed situation.
When will Credit Suisse be reliably profit again?
Look, that is a far-reaching question. We said very clearly we will make a loss in 2023, and from there on we will get better and better.
But could it be 2024, or does it have to be? I mean, I think in the past you've said 2024, and then analysts are saying, look, it could actually be 2025. Does it make a difference to when you hit that target?
Look, the difference is how we execute and how the long-term attractiveness for our shareholders will look like. That will be very attractive. But nevertheless, 2024, I think we should be profitable.
Any cornerstone investors that you've been able to lock in?
You mean with respect to CSFB?
Yes.
So we had, as we said already in October, we had interest, strong interest there. We have several investors now being interested in coming in. We first wanted to do, as you have seen, the transaction with M. Klein and Company, because that's an important step to accelerate the transformation into CSFB. And now we are, you know, in very close contact and discussions with several investors potentially coming into CSFB.
And so what's the transaction looking like, for example, with Michael Klein's? How much equity does he get?
So as we communicated, so we pay 175 million for his very good firm. This is, I mean, this is a very fair price, I would say. And you know, this is a very accretive, earnings accretive transaction immediately, and it will strengthen our advisory capabilities, very obviously, and therefore accelerate also our transformation into CSFB. So I think that's, look, the whole transaction and the whole setup, as we discussed already in October, was done, you know, to create long-lasting, significant shareholder value. And this transaction is one step on their way.
Do you plan on buying other boutiques, actually, to change?
No, we said, look, the two main carriers which we are working on is the new Credit Suisse and CSFB.
Talk to me a little bit about client onboarding. So if we go back to some of the inflows or outflows, are you changing risk management or anti-money laundering because there was a problem in onboarding previous clients?
No, I think we have done a lot of risk remediation over the last 2 years. Actually, we'll do more this year, but I think in this respect we are absolutely fine, professional, and we onboard. We are even getting faster in terms of onboarding, so that's all well underway.
Talk to me a little bit about compensation. I mean, this certainly created waves. There was talk about you delaying compensation or doing it in 3 tranches. What is the reasoning behind that?
No, we are not doing it in 3 tranches. So we have had a big, so to say, compensation day like the day before yesterday, and there were very small parts of the firm, particularly seniors in CSFB, where it was delayed a bit. But we are doing that over the next couple of days. But overall, it was done globally, more or less at the same day.
So what's your strategy on compensation and bonuses?
Look, the strategy in quotation marks is pretty simple. It needs to be in line with the results, more or less. And I think that's the current thinking and the future thinking. And I think that is also something which is very important. If you think about New Credit Suisse, that provides us with the opportunity to create also a new culture. And that is all what we are defining now. And I think the new culture when it comes to compensation, in principle, going forward will be, you make profit, you pay bonus. If you don't, you pay the very little or nothing. So that's the culture around bonus going forward.
Are you reallocating bonuses actually at the bank, like how you think about it?
What do you mean by reallocating?
In terms of the units. So is it seems pretty, I guess, intuitive that if you make a profit or if you do good, you have bonuses.
Yeah.
But are you taking some away from certain people to give it to others? Like, how has that changed in the last 12 months?
Look, no, in principle not. But the only thing which we are doing, obviously, is, as you have seen, we cut the bonus pool significantly, which you would expect, I guess, in a year like last year. But then we make sure, and that's maybe the only overlay we are creating to make sure, that we can really keep the franchise. And in this sense, it might be that a little bit goes more left than right and so on. But in principle, it goes on the underlying results.
Are you worried about people leaving the firm?
Look, we have a tough bonus round in this sense. We are in competition with all our friendly peers. But on the other hand, I believe very strongly in that one is, New Credit Suisse, but also CSFB for our important colleagues on that side, creates really something which they can believe in. This is something new. This is a very, very good story, will be very profitable on both sides, and that is something people believe in.